Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Wyoming Seminary boys basketball. Patrick Ganter joining us right now, a senior. Well, Patrick, you had some accolades coming into this season, a first-team All-Division in your first year. Now, here you are again. You're playing some good basketball, and you get your brother on the team this year at SEM. And as a team, overall, you guys are playing some solid basketball there for SEM.
Yes, we are. It's a pleasure to be on the show to begin with, but it's also been a very exciting year. We have only had one loss to Berwick in the championship game of the Nesta League tournament. It was a very hard-fought game, and from where we came from last year, only having 4 wins to already now this week being divisional play, already having 6 wins and already having more wins than last year is a great accomplishment already. And it's everybody's a team, and the coaching, just from where we were at the end of last season to where we are now, we're just 100% more better to fulfill our end goal and get the division championship.
We have some senior leadership on this team. You happen to be one of those guys. Tell us about your leadership role. Are you one of those guys that kind of gets after the other guys, and you're an example guy?
Yeah, the 3 lead captains, you'd say, are Jeff Lavacqua, Marshall Bursis, and myself. Coach comes to us if there's any problems that he sees with any of the players amongst us. We go ahead and talk to them. And he pretty much looks to us to be like the coaches on the floor, where he's calling on the plays. But if we see something like going wrong or like someone's doing wrong that he doesn't see, he allows us to go correct them in a respectful way. We never just yell and scream at them for no reason. We just pull them aside, maybe at a foul shot, and just tell them hey, we need you to do this, to do that, and it's just been a lot better, this system as well.
Patrick, let's talk a little bit about Wyoming Seminary, what it's been like for you, and now, of course, your brother is with you as a freshman. How about your experience here at Wyoming Sem?
I love Wyoming Seminary. I mean, having so many different kids from all over the world at one place, having friends. I've had multiple friends from anywhere from Argentina to Japan to China. It's just there's no other school in this area that gives you this much diversity in one spot for a school, and the academics are great. It's a hard school, but I know it's going to be in the end of the road, it's going to be best for me for college as well.
Let's talk about that college part now. Tell us about what your future plans are. Of course, over the summer, you'll be getting ready for that next level for college in the fall of 2016 as we welcome in the new year. But what schools are in the mix right now for you, and what would you like to do?
The 2 schools that's at the top of my list are Susquehanna University and St. Joe's University. Both schools have very great business schools, and I want to go major in business and become a successful businessman like my father. So I feel like that both of those schools, whichever one I choose, will give me the best opportunity to fulfill my goal of being a successful business person just like my father.
And Patrick, any athletics involved at the next level, or you think you'll just be kind of doing some club sports?
At Susquehanna, I might play basketball there, and at St. Joe's, it's mostly academics there, which I'm totally fine with, just going to college and just studying, and because I realized that it's not just about playing sports in college; it's about getting you ready for a real job in the real world. And my parents have taught me very well that, yes, being a college athlete is all great, but it's the school that matters and the academics that matters to set you up to become successful as you start your actual real life.
Well, you got your priorities lined up, that's for sure, Patrick. Tell us about the fun you're having with your brother Nicholas on the court and him as a freshman. What type of player is he? It looks like he has some pretty good size and plays inside.
Yeah, it's a great. I love playing with him. It's so much fun. We played in grade school together up at St. Jude's and Mountaintop. We played a little bit together on the varsity team, and I really missed it. And having him up on the varsity team this year has been great. I just love it. It's funny, I'll drive to the basket and I'll bring defenders towards me, and it's like we have a connection where like I know exactly where he's going to be, and I just pass it to him, and I know he's going to make the basket, and it's just so much fun. And it's also fun on the car rides, after practice, just talk to him and see what he thinks about playing up on the varsity team as well. So it's a lot of fun.
Patrick, let's talk a little bit about the league that you guys play in there in the Wyoming Valley Conference. Good competition, and you guys are looking to try to make a run. You guys are Double-A. If you're Single-A, things could look a little different. Double-A is going to be pretty challenging, but right now, as you said, you guys really have a nice record and feel you can compete with a lot of teams.
Yes. I feel like the two teams that in our division that could give us the most problems are Myers and Redeemer. They swept us. Both teams swept us last year, and Myers beat us in the first round of playoffs, which kind of hurts. So we're trying to get back and hopefully sweep them like they did to us last year.
And, of course, the Division III of the Wyoming Valley Conference, it all kicks off this coming week. It should be pretty darn exciting as well. And MMI always well coached. They're always feisty. They'll give it their all in the opener against you guys. And, of course, then you guys are going to have to try to handle GAR on a Friday night. Patrick, we wish you the very best. Congratulations on a great start, and hope you continue your academic career at the place you're looking forward to when the fall comes around, all right?
Thank you.
Patrick Ganter, a senior basketball player on the Wyoming Seminary Blue Knights here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.